Heard the advice, if you're not retiring the next decade or so, try to ignore your hemorrhaging 401k and just keep your money there. Listen to this. CEOs and insiders at major U.S. companies are apparently not even buying stock in their own businesses these days. In fact, one report indicates insiders have bought just more than $670 million in their own stocks, but they've sold nearly $3 billion in their own stocks over the past 90 days. One expert says this is disturbing because CEOs typically snatch up stock when it's down and about to recover. That's when they can make the most money. Hello. Joining us now, Vice President of RBC Wealth Management, Jim Lacamp is with us. Jim, does this tell us a lot, do you think?
It does. There's a lot more selling pressure out there than buying pressure, Shep, and that's why the major averages are all sitting near their November lows. It's what we call a bear market, and when you have a market like this, it's really better for investors to be very, very patient. And the fact that these CEOs aren't buying suggests that they think business is going to be tough for quite some time.
All right, I want to show you some of the sectors that these people work in and how much money they're putting in. Let's put it up, please. And how much money they're taking out. And there it is. For those who work in retailers, they've purchased $30.1 billion or million dollars worth, and they've sold $419 million worth. And you see sector after sector, this is sort of the case. So if I'm seeing this and realizing what the bigwigs are doing, and I have some money to invest, how am I supposed to figure out what to do with it?
It's very difficult, Shep, but there are a couple of areas that are doing fairly well and a couple of industry groups that are adding jobs, only a few. Education and healthcare are two of the only industry groups that are adding jobs out there. Now, I did see that there's some insider sales in these areas, but there's some very strong companies in the healthcare industry. And remember, the population is aging. The baby boomers are getting older. So everything from biotech companies to HMOs to nursing homes to things, medical products and devices that we put in our bodies, to the big cap pharmaceutical companies are doing fairly well. And keep in mind, a lot of these big cap pharmaceutical companies are paying reasonable dividends. So some of these include BioVale, Bristol Myers, Schering-Plough, Cephalon, and Abbott Labs.
All right, now we've been talking about the stimulus package that's coming into place, and we know at least part of the stimulus is for sort of shovel-ready enterprises. Because we know this money is most likely coming, is there a way to invest on this knowledge?
Yeah, I'd be very careful in this group, Shep. Bear in mind, there's a lot of companies like Caterpillar and Deere, and these companies you would think are going to do very well with a stimulus package. However, they're also losing jobs because construction projects are down and people are losing their loans to finance these construction products. So if you're going to do something along these lines, I would stick with the companies that do bridges, roads, things that are direct part of the stimulus packages. And a couple of these companies include Sterling Construction and AECOM Technologies. And beyond that, Shep, a lot of people are worried about hedging their portfolios today. So the gold stocks and gold companies are doing fairly well in addition to those areas.
All right, or put it under your mattress.
Well, I think investors need to be very careful here, Shep, because this kind of economy where you have deflation and deleveraging, where everybody's trying to get rid of debt, means that people put off purchasing decisions, and that means that it's going to take a long time to work through this.
All right, Jim Lacamp, thanks a lot.